I want to fight him very badly. I want to hurt him. Doesn't matter if he won that fight or not. Doesn't matter. We need to fight.
Is it true that you send personal messages to his future wife?
No, she writing to me. She delete the message. She write to me, please, Khamzat, don't take it like serious and like he wants to make money. And she delete that.
What to do? You know why he messaged her? Why he didn't message me instead of her? You know, coward. He's a coward.
Paulo Costa is not that kind of guy. You just push him one round, he's gassed out now. The guys that just try to make money.
Paulo Costa has just leaked private DMs sent by Khamzat Chimaev to his girlfriend. The shocking receipts have fans scrambling for answers, with Costa daring Khamzat to explain himself. In addition, Paulo Costa made it clear he wants to fight Khamzat Chimaev badly, and says it does not matter if Khamzat wants the fight or not, because it needs to happen. Costa claimed that this is deeply personal now after Khamzat allegedly sent inappropriate messages to his girlfriend's Instagram DMs.
I want to fight him very badly. I want to hurt him. Doesn't matter if he won that fight or not. Doesn't matter. We need to fight. He talked very bad things about me on my girl Instagram DM. So this is totally personal. I just want to fight him. I just want to make him bleed and not talk about him, you know. But I will call him next. If I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna win this victory with God grace, and I'm gonna ask him, call his name, because we need to do that fight.
Moreover, he said even hearing Khamzat's name makes his blood boil, and revealed that Chimaev told his girlfriend she should be looking for a better man. For Costa, this fight is no longer just about rankings. It is about settling a score and teaching a lesson.
I feel angry just to hear his name.
You said he was sending messages in her DMs.
Do you remember? Yeah, dirt things, you know, like, man, you man is, yeah, you should look for better man, something like that, you know. Dirt things, you know, it is not a kind of a real man, confident man. Actually, I made 3 surgeries, yes, 15 days before the fight. That's why I could not fight the motherfucker.
Your buddy, Khamzat.
Oh my God, don't talk about it. Don't say his name. This make me feel angry.
The guy we're not gonna talk about.
Yes. Chimaev, you need to do something, motherfucker. I stole everything that you had. New hat. Oh, yeah. Oh. I stole your night sleep. I stole everything. You are disturbed. So I think I need to fight that guy.
However, Khamzat Chimaev fired back at Paulo Costa, calling him nothing but a piece of trash and brushing off the drama without a hint of regret. He made it clear he has no respect for Costa and is ready to settle it, however, and whenever it needs to be settled.
Dana, this next one's for you. Dana, what does Paulo Costa's future look like in the UFC, considering...
Don't ask questions about that shit, man. Come on.
Considering he pulled out of
The guy went home, man. Hey, himself, man.
In response, Paulo Costa's coach weighed in, saying Khamzat Chimaev crossed the line by sliding into Costa's girlfriend's DMs, sending her a picture of Israel Adesanya's indecent act against Costa inside the octagon. He called it completely disrespectful, and he warned that Khamzat should watch his mouth because Costa is an absolute beast, and if they step into the cage together, Costa will be ready to devour him without hesitation.
He's been in Abu Dhabi for a month, and this is the biggest fight in the history of the UAE. And let me tell you, I tried to take the high ground because Dominic Cruz, as you know, Aljamain brought it up on your show, confronted me about hyping up fights for my fighters. But Khamzat has stepped over the line by DMing Paulo's manager and future wife about Israel's vulgar act against Paulo. And I disapprove 100%, and he has awakened the Paul Heyman in the captain. And let me tell Team Khamzat, you're fighting personal. This is personal right now. You're fighting a different type of beast incarnate to be saying things like that.
However, Khamzat Chimaev admitted that he did send a picture of Israel Adesanya posing vulgarly with Paulo Costa in the octagon, but claimed it was all just for fun and meant to roast Costa. He brushed it off as playful trash talk and made it clear he did not see it as crossing any line or intended any disrespect towards his girlfriend.
I just sent a picture to her, and a funny picture, to just have fun. And I don't know against anything.
But Paulo Costa questioned why Khamzat Chimaev even felt the need to message his girlfriend in the first place. Costa said that if Khamzat had any problem or wanted to start something, he should have come directly to him face to face instead of going behind his back. For Costa, this just added more fuel to the fire, and another reason why he wants to settle things in the cage.
What to do, you know? Why he messaged her? Why he didn't message me instead of her, you know? Coward. He's a coward.
Interestingly, Khamzat Chimaev revealed that Paulo Costa's girlfriend actually messaged him asking him not to take what Paulo says seriously. According to Khamzat, she told him not to mind Paulo's words and admitted they were just trying to make some money off using his name. Khamzat said she later deleted the message, but before that, he told her that there was no way to make money and that trash talk is just trash talk. And jokes aside, it should be done with skill, not fake rumors.
Is it true that you send personal messages to his future wife?
No, she's writing to me. She deleted the message. She write to me, please, Khamzat, don't take it like serious, and like he wants to make money. And she deleted that.
Do you think Usman's easier than Paulo Costa or harder?
I think Usman is much better fighter, much skills, different fighter who's been the champ. Paulo Costa is not that kind of guy. You just push him one round, he's gassed out now. The guys that just tried to make money, and now he lost his chance. No money.
She write to me like, it's not personally, and don't take it, we try to make money. And yeah, but I sent a picture, and I told her, people don't make money that way, you know, you have to be a man. Anyway, the jokes, I understand, trash talk, but it has to be on one line, you know, so don't jump over on this shit, you know.
Hence, Khamzat Chimaev fired back angrily at Paulo Costa, telling him to stop all the yapping and step into the cage if he wants to settle it. Khamzat promised he would wrap Costa up and send him straight back to Brazil, but took another shot, saying Brazil would not even claim him after that. He called himself a man of values and faith as he slammed Costa for trying to drag his name through the mud. Khamzat made it clear he would beat Costa without question.
Pavlovich, you dead, man. Be sure, come up to the cage, beat you up, send you back in the package to Brazil. But still in Brazil, they don't want you. No countries recognize you. Now you're coming to my country. Muslims, brother, they're coming for you. Allahu Akbar.
But before this feud can be settled in the cage, both fighters have business to handle first, with Paulo Costa set to face Roman Kopylov. And Khamzat Chimaev is preparing to take on Dricus du Plessis. Each has to get through these matchups before any talk of their grudge match can get serious.
Now UFC 319. We're returning to the United Center in Chicago, Illinois, August 16th for the first time in 6 years. In the main event, the middleweight champion, Dricus du Plessis, will defend his belt against Khamzat Chimaev.
Speaking on that, Paulo Costa weighed in on Khamzat Chimaev's upcoming fight with Dricus, saying it is tough to predict how that clash will play out. He admitted that if he had to put money down, he would lean toward Dricus to get the win, but reminded everyone that in this sport, you never really know what could happen once the cage door closes.
Do you think Dricus wins that fight?
Once?
No, Dricus.
It's hard to say. But if I would bet on Dricus, but you never know. But yeah, I never know.
Building on that, Luke Rockhold said Khamzat Chimaev is an absolute beast with top-level wrestling and grappling, who is going to bring relentless pressure to Dricus du Plessis right from the opening bell.
I mean, I don't go watch it. I don't go watch this every training session, but he's, Khamzat, you know what he's gonna do. He's a fucking beast. He's a wrestler. He's a grappler. He's gonna get relentless pressure. He's gonna start fast and hard. And can Dricus take that can he take that first round, that first 2 rounds? I mean, that's what life's about for his opponents. Can they withstand the barrage? Because he's gonna bring it.
Rockhold added that he does not like those odds for Khamzat, saying he has trained with Dricus du Plessis a lot and knows just how tough he is. Luke added that DDP is not the type of fighter to fade away easily, so Khamzat has to dominate him right from the start because DDP does not back down. Rockhold also pointed out that he does not see Khamzat being able to apply that same relentless pressure for the entire distance if the fight drags.
I don't like those opportunities for him. I've trained with DDP a lot. He's tough. He ain't gonna go away. You gotta dominate him. You gotta finish him. I mean, you gotta dominate him from start to finish, or you gotta finish him early. I mean, and I just don't see how Khamzat's gonna keep that pressure. That his intensity you can only keep that for so long. That's not 5-round material. DDP is tough. He's tough as nails. You know, people don't give him a lot of credit. He's just awkwardly. He's got weird timing and rhythm, and he's good. I mean, he mixes it up. He's very confident. And that's what everything's about. So he's got good grappling, decent wrestling, and some funky ass striking, but it works.
Furthermore, Luke Rockhold highlighted that training and sparring are one thing, but stepping into the octagon on fight night is completely different. He recalled how he expected Khamzat Chimaev to dominate Kamaru Usman in their fight, but instead saw Khamzat fall short of that level and allow Usman to work his way back into the fight. Rockhold used that as a reminder that no matter how strong Khamzat looks in the gym, the real test is keeping that same dominance when the fighters are inside the octagon.
Yeah, it's all different when you're in the cage. People don't get it. It's like, you know, it's like I expected Khamzat to dominate Usman, but he shit the bed on that. He let him come back.
Additionally, Michael Bisping pointed out that Khamzat is a skilled technical striker, and combined with his wrestling, Chimaev is hell on anyone in the division.
The hands are good on Khamzat. People forget about that. When you look at that video there, it's nice, crisp boxing. The hands are coming back to the chin every time. He's got power. We know about the wrestling. If you look at Khamzat, right, we know he just goes through everyone like a hot knife through butter.
In addition, former middleweight champ Jack Hermanson shared his thoughts on the clash between Dricus du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev, saying he expects it to be a tough fight but believes Khamzat will pull it off. He pointed out that the early rounds will be especially tough for DDP, and if Dricus can drag it into the later rounds, he might be able to flip the momentum in his favor. Hermanson said this one is going to be interesting, but if he had to bet his money, it would be on Khamzat to get the job done.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be an amazing fight, and I think Khamzat is gonna pull it off. But I do think that, you know, especially early, I think it's gonna be tough for Dricus. But if he can push the fight into the later rounds, I think he can have an advantage. So it's gonna be a really interesting one. But I'll bet my money on Khamzat in that one. But, you know, not like some people think that he's just gonna run him over. But I think it's gonna be a tough fight.
Although having wrestled with Khamzat Chimaev before, Jack praised Khamzat's wrestling, saying he might look tall and lanky from the outside, but the moment you step into the cage with him, you quickly realize just how strong he is. Hermanson made it clear that Chimaev's pure wrestling strength and control are on a different level once you feel it firsthand.
Nah, he's a really good technical and super strong. You know, he looks like a tall, lanky guy, but he feels like a super strong guy. You know, he has amazing strength in his grips, and yeah, he's something special, you know. So it was tough to wrestle him for sure.
Meanwhile, Joe Rogan looked at the matchup from a different angle. He highlighted Khamzat Chimaev's clean wrestling and ability to shoot from distance with perfect timing, but stressed that stamina could be the deciding factor in this fight. Rogan believes that no matter how strong Chimaev starts, if his gas tank fades late, Dricus du Plessis has all the tools to turn the fight around when it matters most.
Khamzat just shoots from like 15 feet away and gets a hold of your legs.
But I look
so
at the Kamaru, he didn't do that to Kamaru Usman, didn't do it to Gilbert Burns. We go in the third, fourth, and fifth.
He gave Usman for the first 3 rounds a nightmare. He was
he
taking him down.
But he couldn't finish him. That's the older Usman.
Styles make fights, and you never seen Dricus fight
a good wrestler, and Khamzat's one of the best.
And you got to think his endurance is probably going to be better at 85 than it was at 70 because of the cut.
Yeah.
For Khamzat, it's like 85 is really where he should have been all along.
Adding to that, Caio Borralho threw his support behind Khamzat. He said that besides Khamzat's physical, it is his mental and psychological intensity that really breaks opponents inside the cage.
Khamzat fighting against Dricus. Who do you think he wins?
I think Khamzat is gonna win because I don't see anyone preparing properly for Khamzat. They are bringing wrestlers to train them to defend takedowns and all that, but Khamzat doesn't do the normal stuff.
That's a hard one because every time I bet against DDP, he shut my mouth. So it's hard, but he's facing Khamzat. You know, Khamzat is very hard in the first or second round, so I think he can get it done real fast. But all the way, if not done real fast, I think Dricus, you're gonna make him have a hard night. So I'll go Khamzat.
Different. You need to understand his system, what he wants next. You need to understand this first, and then you start to prepare for him. And I think Khamzat's gonna win for Dricus.
Backing up that view, Robert Whittaker sees a clear opening for Dricus du Plessis if the fight stretches deep into the later rounds. He believes Khamzat Chimaev must get the job done early because the longer it goes, the more it tilts in DDP's favor. Whittaker highlighted how du Plessis has a habit of outlasting his opponents when fights reach the scorecards and stressed that DDP is not the kind of fighter who will just disappear. If Khamzat fails to close the show fast, Whittaker is confident DDP will take control.
Can DDP drag it into those later rounds? Can he get through the first grappling exchanges? If Chimaev can't get DDP out of there, DDP wins. Like DDP wins almost every fight. You can't get rid of him, right? Honestly, dude, he's not going anywhere.
As for Paulo Costa's fight, Kamaru Usman weighed in, saying the fighters' paths are now set and hopes are high that Costa's weight cut and training camp goes smoothly. Usman said he wants to see Paulo come in sharp and leave the fans with an amazing performance when he steps in against Roman Kopylov.
Paulo Costa is gonna step in there, fingers crossed. Let's hope everything goes well with the weight cut. Let's hope Paulo Costa comes in there and gives us another banging performance. Paulo Costa taking on Roman Kopylov. Obviously, the UFC knew what they were doing here. This whole main card is a scrap-friendly card. It's where the fans, they has the potential for the fans to just be at the edge of their seat going, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. Because everybody is coming to thump with these. There's not a lot of grapplers on that main card. So,
however, Kamaru Usman predicted that when it is all said and done, Roman Kopylov will come out on top in this fight. Usman thinks Kopylov has what it takes to get the job done and spoil Paulo Costa's plans.
And if I had to pick here, I'm going to go with Roman Kopylov. I think the lack of activity for someone like Paulo Costa makes it extremely difficult to get in that groove, even though I do think Paulo Costa has more power in his hands and he's able to kind of deliver one shot to finish the fight. I think Roman Kopylov fighting just more frequently, I think definitely helps him, and I think he gets the job done.
Disagreeing with that, Henry Cejudo pointed out that Paulo Costa brings a wealth of experience to the table, having faced some of the biggest names in the division. He said this fight is a step down in competition for Costa compared to the high caliber opponents he has battled before, and believes that edge and experience will play a big role when he meets Roman Kopylov.
You know, I believe that Paulo Costa has fought everybody. From Yoel Romero to Israel Adesanya to Robert Whittaker, to Marvin Vettori. He's fought everybody. I think this is a step down from him, from the highest level competition. You know, not saying that Kopylov, he hasn't fought the same competition that a guy like Paulo Costa has fought. So I do believe that this shit's going to be higher.
So, from shocking leaked DMs to heated words, this beef between Paulo Costa and Khamzat Chimaev has officially exploded into one of the UFC's most personal grudge matches yet. But before they can settle the score, both men have a test in front of them. However, there is no going back when personal lines are crossed. Now it's just a matter of time before these two step inside that cage and find out whose words really hold weight when the door closes. In the meantime, let us know your thoughts on the scenario scenario between Paulo Costa and Khamzat Chimaev in the comments section below. But while you're at it, like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time with more exciting updates.